Hello students, in the previous class we have learned about the architecture of computer. In the architecture of computer we have learned input unit, central processing unit and output unit. The central processing unit, that is the CPU, has three elements. First one is control unit, second one is arithmetic logic unit and the third one is memory unit. Today we are going to learn more about our computer memory. The computer memory is basically divided into two types. First type is primary memory. The second type is secondary memory. Let us have a look at primary memory. Primary memory. It is internal memory. It is also known as the main memory of the computer. It holds data and instructions on which computer is currently working. See, for example, if you are viewing this video, so the primary memory is going to hold all the data and instructions related to the video. Now, the primary memory is of two types, RAM and ROM. We will study about each one of them individually. RAM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. You should know the full form. Many a times, full form is asked in fill in the blanks. It is also known as read-write memory. It is temporary memory. It is temporary memory. This statement is asked for true and false. The information stored in this memory is lost as power supply is switched off. Thus, it is volatile memory. So, RAM is temporary memory. It cannot store the contents for a longer time. As soon as the power supply is off, as soon as the machine turns off, the contents which are stored in this memory will be lost. So, it is also known as the volatile memory. Again, this statement, RAM is volatile memory, is asked for fill in the blanks. It is also asked for true and false. Second type of primary memory is ROM, read-only memory. The full form is read-only memory. It is permanent memory. This means the contents which are stored in ROM will not be lost. The contents of the ROM are decided by the manufacturer and permanently stored. So the manufacturer, when they are deciding the configuration, the desktop or the laptop, at that time the contents of the ROM are decided and they will not change. ROM cannot be overwritten by computer. Once the contents of the ROM have been written, we cannot change the contents. The contents are there permanently. Even after the power supply is turned off, the contents of the ROM will be there. So, content of the ROM are not lost as power supply is switched off. Thus, it is non-volatile memory. So, ROM is also known as non-volatile memory. This statement is asked for fill in the blanks and true or false. Next is secondary memory. Secondary memory consists of hard disk, CD drives, SD cards, pen drives, floppy disks, external disk, external hard disk that we have. Then there is SSD, magnetic tape, Blu-ray, optical disc. All these different forms of storage are included in secondary memory. Secondary memory is basically used to store the data and information. If I want to store some Word file, if I want to store some of my presentation, then I am going to store it in the secondary memory. Secondary memory is going to store our data and information as long as we want it. It is external memory. It is used to store huge amount of programs and information. So any different software, softwares that we are saving, the information that we are saving, all of these are stored in the secondary memory. Example, hard disk Magnetic tapes, pen drives, CD, SSD, optical disc, all these are examples of secondary memory. The examples of secondary memory, they can be asked for MCQ 2 correct or 3 correct. Next part are different units of memory. Now, memory is going to be measured in some format, like we measure distance in kilometers, centimeters. In the same way, memory is also measured in some units. Generally, memory is measured as MB and GB. So whenever we are measuring the memory, we say 5 GB, 10 MB. So this is how generally memory is measured. Let us also have a look at different units. First one is bit. It is binary digit that holds only and only a single value, 0 and 1. So this is the binary digit, the bit, which is responsible for handling 0 or 1. We all know that computer is going to store all the information in binary form. That is why it is going to store the values in 0 and 1 format only. Next one is nibble. A group of 4 bits is called nibble. For example, 1011, 1001, and the last one is 1111. So these are the examples of nibble. All these 4 collectively, they will form one nibble. Individually, if I say 1, it is going to be 1 bits. 1 bit, 2 bit, 3 bit and 4 bit. Together, they form a nibble. Last one, byte. A group of 8 bits is called a byte. A byte is the smallest unit which can represent a data item or a character. So any data or any character that we want to represent is represented in the form of 8 bits, that is a byte. Here we have 11101100. So this is the example of a byte. Now in all this bit, nibble, byte and further the conversions that we are going to see can be asked for your fill in the blanks, MCQs or true or false. There can be various questions which can be framed on this topic. Now we are going to have a look at different conversions and different memory units. Bit, it is single binary digit 0 or 1. Byte consists of 8 bits. After that we have 1 kilobyte, 1024 bytes. Next, 1 megabyte, 1024 kilobytes. 1 gigabyte, 1024 megabytes. Next, 1 terabyte, 1024 gigabyte. Next, 1 petabyte, 1024 terabytes. And the last one is 1 hexabyte, 1024 petabytes. So these are the different units and the conversion of memory. These questions can be asked for fill in the blanks, MCQs or true or false. Thank you.